Let me ask you, have you adjusted how much money you've been spending? Looks like many people have started to tighten the purse strings. American consumers are starting to get thrifty yet again. Recent reports show that spending is stagnating as people become more cautious about their finances amid economic uncertainty. So many are cutting back on non-essential purchases and focusing and saving instead. Generic brands and bulk buying, well, they're on the rise. Fewer fancy burritos are being sold. Daily latte habits now face as much as an additional 50% on tariffs. That's on coffee. And what the heck purchase? Well, that's about completely gone. Now, the shift in behavior reflects concerns about inflation and job security. But consumers are adapting to the current and economic climate, and people are worried. So as we always do on this show, we bring in our contributors. I love filling in on Fridays because that means I get to hang out with the bakers, Jamie and Doug. Happy Friday to the both of you. And Jamie, I'll start with you, ladies first. What do you think are the main factors driving the change in consumer behavior?
Well, I think it's a post-pandemic. We've heard for the last few years the whole YOLO lifestyle, you only live once. And I think this is what they call a revenge saving. And it's about time. People need to really start saving.
Doug, your thoughts?
I was just so impressed with her response. It kind of silenced me. Yeah, it started in California a year or two ago when our minimum wage for fast food workers was raised to $20, and all of a sudden we decided the cost of a Big Mac is too expensive. We're scared to death about tariffs. We're going to be paying more for this and this and this and this. So yeah, we are cutting back. I don't go to Starbucks anymore.
I know sometimes you want to drive by it, but you just can't justify it. Doug, how do you think the businesses will adapt to shift toward thriftness?
What will happen is businesses, as they already are, they begin to bundle products or lower prices to fit into consumer budgets. And then as soon as we're comfortable spending at that range, guess what? They'll go back up again.
Jamie, do you think the trend will continue, or do you think consumers will eventually return to those previous spending habits?
Well, this is a trend, and it'll continue until another trend comes and takes over. Believe me, those people who live from paycheck to paycheck, they will still get their nails done, their hair done, their tattoos. Nothing will change your lifestyle.
It's funny how that works, the ebbs and flow of the trend. Sit tight here for just a moment. We're just getting started here. When it's time to go to bed, what do? Do you turn on Netflix? Some might actually, but I bet you that you don't. You're not the only one if you do, though. Funny thing is, you're probably not doing it because you can't wait to binge your favorite new obsession. Netflix may be on in the background, but most folks aren't really paying attention. A recent survey found that it's actually due to stress and anxiety. Many folks are lying awake worrying about their day or what's coming next rather than catching up on their favorite shows. Well, it's a real eye-opener about how our minds can keep us up at night. Most Americans think that they're ready for sleep by 10:36 p.m., but their brains have other plans. A new Talker research survey shows that average person lies awake for 42 minutes before actually falling asleep at 11:18 p.m. So if you're struggling to get some shut-eye, it might be time to tackle that stress. 11:18, I fall asleep, and I'm usually about to do my sports cast in the 11 p.m. news. They got to wake me up. Jamie, what struggles keep you from falling asleep at night?
Well, as Fred pointed out a few days ago, that we're both very big fans of Big Pharma. We take sleeping pills at work. Lights out, we're out.
So you have no problem at all. Doug, what about you?
Correct. We take sleep aids, and they affect Jamie different than me. She falls asleep almost immediately, and she's out. And I like to have noise in the background as I slowly slip into slumber. So yeah, I'm one of these guys that turns on Netflix. I can't tell you the next morning what I watched, but it's noise.
But it was on. Nearly half of the couples that share a bed, they say only 49% of them sleep better that way, causing more stress. Jamie, I'll ask you, how do you feel about that?
I don't have, like I said, I don't have any stress. I mean, Doug's been watching a lot of reels lately, so if he turns that on in the middle of the night, that would really upset me. But other than that, we're stress-free at night.
Yeah, so that brings me to the next question then. You don't believe technology plays a huge role in affecting some of our sleeping habits?
Well, I think it does, because there's more than one occasion that I see the glow of a cell phone on in the middle of the night because someone wants to check out something on the phone. So I think technology is a big factor.
I am guilty. I cannot fall asleep without TikTok. I have to watch my reels, and that's how I go to bed at night. Probably not great, but I've heard before that in a relationship, there's a gardener and a flower. The gardener provides and the flower receives. Now, many people would assume the woman to be the flower and the man to be the gardener. Well, according to the new term man-keeping, that assumption, that's completely wrong. Man-keeping is where women are feeling the pressure to be their male partner's main social support. So basically, it means that guys often don't have enough friends, so their girlfriends or wives end up having to fill that role. Now, many women are starting to feel worn out by this responsibility, wanting their partners to step up and build their own friendships. It's sparking conversations about emotional labor and the dynamics in relationships, rather than viewing man-keeping as an internet-approved bit of therapy speak used to dump on straight men. Well, experts said that they see it as a term that can help sound the alarm about the need for men to invest emotionally in friendships. So for our third and final topic tonight, we welcome back in the Bakers. Doug, why do you think men struggle to maintain friendships as they get older?
You know, I've had no trouble maintaining friendships. The fact is, I don't have friendships, so a lot less worry on my part. Men are not women. We don't have 8 or 9 people that we sit around and talk to and unload our emotional baggage to. I mean, come on, Tim. You want to get together with me every couple of weeks and talk about what pains us emotionally? I don't think so. And if you did, I'd think less of you.
Jamie, what's your thoughts on this?
Well, I guess I'm the gardener and he's the flower, or what a flower that is. I don't know. Doug has friends. He's underestimating himself. But I've always had. I'm always the one with friends, and my friends love Doug, so Doug becomes their friends. So it goes on and on. But I'd hate some. I have some girlfriends whose husbands or boyfriends go out with their boys, guys all the time, and poker night, this night, and they're never home. So I'd rather have Doug than those.
Yeah, I don't understand the whole boys' night. I think it's cool, maybe a round of golf or something every now and then, but these guys that do it weekly, it just doesn't make sense to me. But do you think men are just programmed by society to depend on their wives or girlfriends for social lives, Jamie?
I think it's only natural if you have a healthy relationship. I know what Doug likes and doesn't like. So if he's uncomfortable, I would not push him to be in a group of people. But it's just about finding out what each other likes and having the respect for that.
Well, we appreciate the time. I could talk to both of you, of course, for the whole 30 minutes, but we're out of time. Doug and Jamie Baker, appreciate you. Have a great weekend.